So, hello everyone. In today's video we will be looking at the drill A Shot You Must Master by Sharivari. We will have a link to the description of the the original video up in the corner. So as you can see, I'm setting up the balls. It is a crisscross drill where you go from side to side and from end to end. The balls are shot in the numerical order, and as you can see in this freeze frame, the more exact position of the balls. And this is the hardest version of the drill, and as you can see, the 15 ball is in the middle, and I can tell you that later on it will cause me difficulties. But let's see, when I start off, how many attempts, how long it will take. There will be a timer on the top right, and there will be an attempt counter on the top left. So here is the first attempt on the drill for me. Let's see if I can do it the first time. There were some hair on the table. Those must be taken care of course. And no. First try, no luck. So this is 28 minutes into the first session, and I'm starting to get a little hang of the drill, but I'm still not too comfortable on the drill. But as you can see, I'm showing you this from 3 to the 4 is quite difficult actually. I will talk more about it later, but I'm showing you this because my camera has a 30-minute recording limit, as some might know, and in this run I actually got quite far into the drill. I managed to get onto the 12, in which this case it gave me some hope that I would be able to do it, but the recording cut out, so but I wasn't able to make it. And this is also from my first session. As you can see, I'm aiming high here. It is quite good to go forward on the 3 if you land with not so much angle. It's, in my opinion, easier. Just taking care of the colors. Here I hit it a bit too slow, but I still think I can just see it. No, I couldn't. I think that was probably my second best attempt. But this is from the second session. And as you can see, I have put the balls frozen to the rail, and I have already played half an hour in this way. And as you might see, in a moment I will realize what I have done. And this is the point I realized that if the balls are frozen, it's a lot harder. I took them a little bit off the cushion here, but I think... No, actually this was before. No, I haven't realized actually yet that the balls are frozen to the rail. It makes the drill a lot more difficult. And I mean a lot. The positional play is a lot harder when the balls are frozen. And here I overran the position. I think I'm swerving it a little bit, maybe. Oh, just straight punch. No, and I hit the point, and now I can't see the 8. So, as you have might noticed, I didn't too much like think about that you couldn't bank any balls or anything like that, because in my mind you should bank the balls in the drills. Of course you're not aiming to get into the bank, but if it happens to be as far as your normal game, you have to be ready to bank sometimes. So I'm allowing myself to bank the balls. Here I got onto the 8. And as promised, I can tell you more about the difficulty, which is one of the key points why I have so many attempts, is that from 2 to the 3 here, it is actually this 3 shot is quite difficult when you have to move around to the 4, especially when you have to draw it. So I figured out that it is better to risk a little bit on the 3, no I mean on the 2, to get a bit closer, because especially when the cloth is worn out, when you have to draw a long distance, you have to hit with some pace, and the pace is really delicate, so that you don't overrun the position onto the 4. And you might pay attention if I show you some full runs. On that shot. Now again I might have squeeze this a little bit, yeah. Too much angle here now. And I hit the 15. And one major part is also, at this point I was getting some runs into the stripes, which I consider the late game. The 15 ball plays really big on this shot from 9 to the 10 and from 11 to the 12. Here I try to go underneath it, but it's a really tiny space where you can put the cue ball, because you have to hit the cushion, or else it's like a really small landing area for your cue ball. And the second is, if you're drawing above it, the 15 ball is right in the optimal drawing line, pretty much. As you can see, I hit that pretty good, but I still hit the 15. So this is the start of the 3rd session. I don't know if I had done an intro or anything like this for this drill, but this is the shot you must master by Sharivari. And it's a really difficult drill. I jumped straight into the deep end and took the hardest version of it. I have tried it for like 4 hours or something like that. So hopefully I can do it today. So I have around 1.5 hours, so hope I can make it in that time. Let's see. So this is my 3rd session, as I spoke, and this is my best attempt from that session. And now, as you can see, I'm playing a bit with risk to get closer from the 2 to the 3. I use the second rail also sometimes. And this is like the optimal distance you want to be from the 3 to get onto the 4, but I slightly actually underhit that one. So I decided to slow roll that one, and now I'm perfectly in line. Just about a bit too straight on this low table, but I put some power into it, and this is like decent, not the best positional play, but still good. But I missed the 8. So, we're back at it again. The drill that I have not been able to clear in 3 sessions. So what you're gonna do? Play the 4th session. This 4th session felt pretty good actually, straight out of the gate. So now I have, as you can see, I have played 262 attempts. And again, I took a little bit risk to get closer to the 3. Good position here. And you have to sometimes use the rest, especially on the 4 ball. There are a lot of attempts where you haven't seen, but I have shot more rest shot than I have in a long time, and I definitely felt some improvement of my rest shot during this drill. Now I'm in a survival mode. That was a thin cut. This is a long cut. I just managed to hold the cue ball above the 12. And now I'm perfectly back in line. But I overdrew that one, or underhit, or maybe both. So again, with a lot of angle on the 9. And of course I clipped the 50. Pretty common theme in these longer rounds. So now we are 6 hours in, and again an attempt on the late game, and again a lot of angle on the 3, very similar to the previous one. Now I just missed it because I had to use so much side spin. As you can see, I'm getting a bit frustrated. So attempt number 307. Getting again into the late game. A little bit of under pace. Not so much angle, and this time I tried to something new. I tried to draw it back all the way to the short rail, but I butchered the shot really badly. So still on the 4th session, attempt number 316. Here I'm a bit far away from the 3. I would like to be a bit closer, but I struck it really nicely, and I have perfect position for the 4. Just a tiny bit of under hitting that one. Would have been like to be closer to the 5, but I used the rail between the 10 and the side pocket. Would have liked to have more angle, but I just powered it in, and now I'm back in line. I think this is the first time you will see. Here I hit it really nicely, a little bit more pace. I'm too straight, but the line was really good for my cue ball. So I really put some juice on it, and I got pretty decently actually here. So now I'm deciding if I want to go underneath or above the 15. And I overcut it, that's why I hit the 15. If I shot it in the pocket, I probably would have managed to miss it. And attempt number 326, close to 7 hours in. And I go into the side pocket, which was quite common occurrence. A few attempts later, again, I'm close to the end game. When I get this deep, I'm banking the ball. I'm using some right hand side to control the cue ball, which I did pretty good there. But again, the 15 ball comes in play. So this is, I think, the 5th session of the Shot to Master drill. I think I lost count already, but let's see if I can make it this time. So attempt number 374 on to the 5th session. So this is like 10 attempts into the 5th session. I got really nice on the 3, which is one of the key things. Or I would like to, of course, be closer, but it's hard to get any closer than that. I'm decently in line here. This is like, of course, a little bit closer would be nice, but the angle is great. And here I didn't accelerate properly through the cue ball, and I lost it, so now it's time to bank again, with this time a little bit of left hand side, or quite a lot actually, to hold the cue ball underneath the 15. Did it really nicely. A little bit steep on the 8, but not too bad. Not too bad. Just going back and forth. Decent angle. A little bit more would be perfect, but this is workable from here. So really nice fan draw. Perfect position on the 10. Just a stun shot. Really good position on the 11. Just about squeaked that one in. Now I'm bit on the 50-yard line if I'm going stun follow or stun inside. But I decided to go stun inside to maintain some angle on the 13. It's a bit speed sensitive shot, but it still worked out great. Here I came down really nicely, but I'm a little bit on the cushion, so I can't use any side spin. So I will travel towards the 15 but I need to really have the speed really nicely, and I executed perfectly. Of course, if my speed would have been off, I would have had the corner pockets as a backup, but now it's just a simple shot to the middle, and there you have it. A shot you must master by Sharivari, completed in 374 attempts and close to 8 hours. So if you have made this far on this video, I would really like to thank you for your time. It's 20 minutes of your time. Of course it was 8 hours of my time and 15 hours of editing, but I really want to thank you. And if you liked the video or enjoyed it, please consider liking and subscribing. And if you have any comments on the video or anything, just put them below and I will answer them. So, thank you and see you in the next video.